1-0 for Boom then. Let's go.
Mid Viper. Carry.
Okay, so
Offlane Dragonite. Yeah.
okay, give me the rundown here, Lizard. What does LILGUN need to do to win this game?
DREAMOCEL really does have full reign of this lane at the moment. Inkswell coming out, and that's going to stun up the Mars. Going to try and get a kill on FBZ, but Ace, he's out a little bit too far. They'll get the kill onto the Grimstroke. FBZ still trying to avoid Sanctity. They've also brought over the Tiny. He's under the tower, throws the spear. Will pop a salve and TP out, but the Avalanche is there, and FBZ, that is a very ambitious play to try and make. Tiny's right on his tail. They've got to, pincer him in, and they've got FBZ after a little bit.
Mid lane, Tiny.
Avalanche comes in, Makoto tossed up into the air. They've got the TPs coming in to try and protect Makoto. They've done a lot of damage here onto the Tiny of Hishki. Icarus dive over. They should at least get this Tiny, and it goes back to just, what is this Tiny providing for you? And
like, this is your Tiny who is level 3. Like, his combo got nerfed, which is a pretty big deal. On top of that, like, you just don't deal enough damage to be able to burst people. The introduction of like the raindrop, the fluffy hat, and everything, neutral items, everyone is just so tanky. Tiny can't get a kill. Dive.
Yeah, they're looking over at the Viper, who will throw out that Viper strike onto Makoto, who lassos up the Viper. X123 trying to survive, and Sanctity gets the kill on Makoto before X123 dies. They'll also take out FBZ. Look over and chase on Hyde. Sanctity's got another with that rocket barrage. He's got a triple kill in that exchange. Let's see if they can figure out what exactly is cooking. Come over, Inkswell, Boom, might be in trouble here. They'll go after KezQ. They've also got the Viper Strike on FBZ, who's trying to TP out. They've got the homing missile coming in. They'll get the kill on FBZ. Look over at KezQ. Sanctity now with a double kill. All of a sudden, he's 6-0.
That was such a good play. You know, scan connect, they rotate 2 heroes. Viper pretty much has the perfect rune there. Has a haste. Good for chasing down, and once again, Mars tries to TP out, fails to do so.
A really good time. It looked like it wasn't like the best lane, but he still farmed really well. He maintained his health and mana quite a bit, being in that lane where it could have been a little bit of a difficult time for him. Over towards top though, Ace, he's caught with the lasso, throws out the Soulbind. They'll get the kill onto the Grimstroke. We'll see if LILGUN wants to go for this. They've got the Rod of Atos picked up by the Viper, and then we'll go after KezQ. Look to kill off this Abaddon, and he'll pop the borrowed time, being healed up by this Phoenix. Call down's used as well. KezQ still surviving, pops the Aphotic Shield, and is able to walk away. There's vision down for the Dire, but still smoked up. They don't spot him, and now Makoto in trouble. Blink with the Dragon Tail coming through into the Bat Rider. They'll use that Viper Strike. FBZ, he's TPing in. It's not in time, though, so he'll stop the TP. He'll
still feel, you know, getting a Blink Dagger here is fine, because I see a BKB right after that. He's not going for any, like, smaller items. Spear.
Arena down. They've got the Spear. Grimstroke caught. Grimstroke killed. Ace 1-2 is killed.
What did Black say? I bet he said, you know, that he's not a big fan of getting multiple Blink Daggers early on.
He was saying it depends on the combination.
Sure. Because, like, right now, you also have an Inkswell to throw on, so 2 Blink Daggers is not that bad.
Didn't line up the Spear. FBZ was trying to line it up. They've got the Dragon Tail coming out. They're looking for the relocate. Viper Strike thrown over on FBZ. The call down right on top of KezQ as well as FBZ. They'll get that kill onto the bars, and that's it so far. However, Makoto, he's got the lasso, and that will lasso up this DK. They'll take out Marvel, and it ends up being a 1-for-1.
Bat Rider going for 1, skipping a Blink Dagger, which I really like. He understands, like, I go in with the BKB. I'm probably going to tank the Viper Strike, but other than that, I should be fine.
They coming in, but they land the Spear. They got the God's Rebuke on both the Tiny as well as the Grimstroke. Toss up into the air, but both Hishki and Ace are gone real quick.
They're under pressure of doing something. Gathering around the mid lane, trying to put some pressure on the tower. Dragonite still level 1.
Ooh, Avalanche toss onto the Phoenix. Icarus dive away into the Supernova, so that
they're afraid. They're not going to go for it.
Back. Yeah, I mean, they back off of it immediately. They've got the Spear that's onto the Tiny as well as the Flame Break coming through. Sunray right on top of Marvel. They'll get the kill onto the DK. Let's see if Boom can get any more, because they are chasing. They've got these Spirits hitting down on the both Sanctity as well as Ace. There's the Soulbind, Viper Strike onto 2. Avalanche toss coming in, but Ace, he ends up dead first. They look over at Makoto. They'll take out the Bat Rider. They've done a lot of damage on the X123. They should be able to take out the Viper, who's trying to survive, but they've got the Spirit Vessel on him, and FBZ and Hyde are right around him.
Region Rune.
Oh, dear. Sanctity. Can he survive? Ooh, Avalanche as well as the toss coming in, but it's not a toss onto the hero. It's a toss onto the Alpha Wolf, and they look over. It'll take out Sanctity. Spear hits onto the Tiny, and it's a team wipe.
FPZ gets an ultra kill. Like the way this fight started, they don't have the hero.
Yeah.
Like, they just don't have the hero that can build a solar crest. You know, might sound stupid because like every single time it's potentially doable.
Ooh, they catch Hishki trying to run in with an ink swell. BKB's been popped. They get the kill and take out the Tiny. They use the arena there and come off guard. FPZ now unstoppable.
Even if you get like solar on Tiny, it's not gonna feel that great. I prefer this Lotus Orb against.
Very on par, on lore. I'm sure he's got more than one.
Yeah, petition to rename this item to Davion Scale.
Ooh, great arena. Oh boy, around 4, they've got the Supernova. They've already taken out Marvel. They'll look over at Sanctity. Down goes the Gyro. The Soulmite just does not feel like it's controlling enough in this fight. They're going to buy back here on the Dragonite. They get the kill on a Hishki. They're TPing into the tier 2, but this is not a wise TP. Marvel, I don't know what you're doing here, but you're certainly in the wrong part of town, and you are going to die again. The buyback symbol's not even off your screen yet, and you are gone.
Oh man, that feels bad. This is just like, I'm gonna buy back on a Dragonite who does not
BKB shard. Ooh. Thank you, Marvel. Appreciate that.
That was nicely done by him.
They're grouped up top. I mean, DREAMOCEL and KezQ certainly look like they're ready to go after this, and they're going to pop the hard time immediately. They'll go after the Abaddon, they'll use the call down, but I mean, they're already running away. It seems like they'll pop the BKB on Sanctity, they'll look over at KezQ again, but the Abaddon, he's just not being taken out. They get the kill on Marvel, they've got the lasso onto the Viper. They look over at X1, 2, 3. Can they get the kill onto the Viper? They've taken out Hyde, so the egg is gone, but so is 1, 2, 3. No, he survives. They'll take out Ace. Hishki falls with him. They're right around Sanctity. There's nothing that X1, 2, 3 can do as Sanctity falls. You may have gotten away with 100 health, but the rest of your team is gone.
Yeah, they just killed the 2 supports. They killed the... So that's gonna be a big buff for Io in the team fights, potentially also on Mars, because Mars is a heavy right clicker right now.
See if they can even defend this. They've got the blink as well as the lasso. They'll go through with the Dragon Tail. They'll lock up Makoto for a second, but he's looking fine. Viper Strike as well as the Aphotic Shield. They've got the homing missile coming through on Makoto. Call down onto these heroes with the BKB pop by FBZ. He's not afraid to frontline right now, and they're trying to fight into him, but this Mars is way too much for them to handle. They'll look over at the Supernova. That's not in the best place. They'll blow up the egg. They got the kill on the Viper. It's a 1-for-1. That Supernova way too far forward, but for killing the Viper, the trade's okay. It's just not exactly what Boom were looking for there.
If you want to use aggressive Supernova, then Lasso needs to be ready to just catch that one guy.
Spear.
He's in.
Oh, Gyro, Sanctity taken out. It's perfect again from FBZ, really showing why he's the anchor to this team. Hishki trying to run away, but he is slowed up quite heavily. Marvel goes down once again. They killed off Ace. They've got 2 heroes to fight against the 5 of Boom, and it really does not look like a fair fight at all. FBZ diving in deep under the tier 4s. It looks over as Hishki throws the avalanche, but oh, the toss will only pop the Aegis. That's all they get out of this. Mars is ready to go, full health, full mana, and you have to evacuate your own base to try and survive.
And they just don't have enough damage to deal with the tankiness, the sustain coming out from Boom at the moment.
Just not doing much of anything as Makoto does eventually burn out the Viper, toss into the air. Makoto falls to Hishki, who's got the Spirit Vessel on him. Hyde trying to get a solo kill on this. Keep up with this Tiny. He's able to walk away from the Phoenix. While all that's going on, top set of racks, they're gone. Mid looking like it's next on the menu. They're going to relocate back, and well, here they are, ready to go. Take out this set of racks. Sanctity, they're just falling short in these fights. They're now down 24k. It's a really tough objective here to try and get something for this. Elder Dragon form immediately in the arena comes out. FBZ again in their face with the BKB. They'll get the kill on the Hishki. They'll look over at Marvel. Marvel just crumbles, hits the ground hard. He'll die once again. Sanctity, he's trying to fight. He's popped the BKB, but there really isn't much more for him to offer. He's dead again to DREAMOCEL. Hishki goes in, avalanche toss. They've stunned up a bunch, but again, the Tiny, there's just no follow-up. You don't have your cores. They'll call GG, and Boom will take game number 1 in what looked at the start to be decent for LILGUN, but Boom overwhelmed them and really come through the door hard.
Yeah, it's just that Boom is the more experienced team. They know how to execute.